Eliminating all threats associated with the Russian influence on Polish politics is a matter of state security, emphasized Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk. According to him, Polish intelligence services in Russia have discovered several places where organized groups of illegal migrants with Russian visas are concentrated. We are talking about thousands of people. Donald Tusk also admitted that Russian intelligence services could be behind the arson of one of the largest shopping centers in Warsaw on May the 12th.
Polish intelligence services work very effectively in the context of attempts at sabotage in Poland and neighboring countries. Mainly Lithuania and Latvia are under threat. I previously informed about the detention of 9 people. Now 3 more have been detained. Polish intelligence services are now checking all versions, but it is likely that Russian intelligence services were also involved in the high-profile fire in Warsaw.
As noted by the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Poland, since the beginning of the year, the activities of Russian and Belarusian special services have intensified in the country. According to Donald Tusk, sabotage can occur not only in Poland. Similar signals are also coming from Sweden as well as Lithuania and Latvia. In particular, the president of Lithuania, Gitanas Nausėda, said that attempts at sabotage could be repeated in his country.
It is not easy to identify and disrupt such plans in advance. It is even more difficult to establish a connection between some kind of arson and the political order from Russia. Unfortunately, we have information that such cases of sabotage may be repeated. When our opponents try to destabilize our domestic political situation, we must do everything possible to prevent this. Gitanas Nausėda, president of Lithuania, in an interview with the Lithuanian media holding RT.
Recently in Vilnius, there was also a fire in a shopping center. Authorities called on businesses and organizations supporting Ukraine to increase security. According to the head of the National Crisis Management Center of Lithuania, the algorithm of actions of arsonists in different countries is approximately the same. There are calls on social networks to start arson and offers to do easy work for money. At the same time, the president of Estonia convened the National Defense Council to discuss sabotage and influence operations by the Russian Federation.
The Russian leadership largely perceives this war as a war against NATO countries and accordingly views NATO countries as a kind of rear of Ukraine. But at the same time, naturally, they do not yet dare to openly attack the territory of NATO countries, but they use hybrid warfare methods.
Meanwhile, the EU Council called on the relevant bodies of the European Union and member states to prevent foreign interference in the European elections. The statement said that democratic countries were increasingly faced with attempts to undermine the electoral process through various hybrid means, for example through disinformation and cyber interventions. Elections to the European Parliament are due to take place from June the 6th to June the 9th. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Христина Домбровська, UATV News.